Oh my goodness, the list of PlayStation 4 games that aren't backwards compatible on the PlayStation 5 is staggering, said no one ever. Let's get into it.
Skip it up and that up.
So speaking of backwards compatibility, this is a fat PS3 that's fully hardware backwards compatible with the PS2 and PS1. So it's pretty amazing. It was actually one of my subscribers that said he had this, and it comes with this is how OG this one is. It's a 6-axis controller, not 6 asses, 6-axis, and has no rumble in it. That's when Sony was having a legal issue with their rumble in their controllers. So that's how OG this thing is. And the controller is actually in good shape. It's in shockingly good shape for something as old as it is. Look, mini USB. So sometime in the near future, I'll do a video on this and just talk about it. It won't be a full review, so it won't take me that long to do. And I'll play a couple games and show them to you. Oh, wait, this has HDCP. How am I going to do that? I don't have an HDCP stripper. Well, anyway, thought it was a nice segue because this backwards compatibility, we're talking about backwards compatibility. We know Sony with the PlayStation 5 is being weird, or they're not embracing backwards compatibility. I think it has to do a lot to do with PlayStation's Jim Ryan. He was actually quoted saying, I was playing an old game one time on I think it was for the PlayStation 2, and the graphics look so dated. Who wants to play this? A lot of people, Jim. I keep saying that. Graphics aren't everything. It's about gameplay. Yes, visuals are important to a degree, but to me, gameplay is more important than visuals. So if it's an old-ass game that was on the PS1 and it's still fun, I want to play it. Call me crazy. Well, we've heard a few things about the PlayStation 4 backwards compatibility, and the good news is, at least with the PlayStation 4, Sony said that 99% of the PS4 library will be backwards compatible on the PlayStation 5. But the games that are excluded from that, oh my goodness, you're going to shed a tear. Here is the short list of games you can't play from the PS4 on your PlayStation 5. DWVR. Afro Samurai 2, Revenge of Kuma Volume 1, TT Isle of Man, Ride on the Edge 2, Just Deal With It, Shadow Complex Remastered, that's actually an okay game, Robinson The Journey, We Sing, Hitman Go Definitive Edition, Shadewen, and Joe's Diner. Oh no, not Joe's Diner! Now, this of course is a list of games that are confirmed to not work. There may be some other ones, but 99% of the library, Sony's saying at launch, will work with the PlayStation 5. And I knew being backwards compatible with the PS4 wasn't going to be that big of a deal because same x86 architecture, same, obviously the RDNA 2 tech or close to RDNA 2 tech is in the PS5, and it was GCN graphics core next AMD tech inside of the PlayStation 4, but it's still it's like upgrading a PC. When you upgrade a PC, games just work. You could run them at higher settings, and with the PS4 and PS5, it's kind of the same thing too. Obviously, in the future, when support for the PlayStation 4 completely goes away, devs will be able to utilize those much more powerful Zen 2 cores inside of the PlayStation 5. Same thing goes for the Series S and X. But right now, making PS4 games work on the PS5 shouldn't be that much work for Sony, and making Xbox One games work on the Xbox Series X and S shouldn't be that big of a deal for Microsoft because the architecture is so similar between generations. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I really don't see how there could be any problems with backwards compatibility, but if these games that no one really wants to play are the ones that don't work on the PS5, I don't think anyone's going to lose sleep over the list I just read you. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider becoming a Review Tech USA member. I'll have a link below in the description. I live stream now on this channel all the time, and it gives you access to cool emoticons to use as well while I live stream. Again, link below in the description. Thank you for your continued support.